Alright, so the last video I measured, I had all my syringes, slide them in there, and I measured daily dosage, and I came up with 2 days that I got 6, 1 day I got 6.5, 1 day I didn't catch right on the first video, and so it was 10 days of 7 units, which is a measurement used in diabetic, mainly insulin syringes, or insulin is measured in units. It's just like a tablespoon or teaspoon or a milliliter. It's just it's a unit of measurement that is called a unit. And so insulin is given in units. This is a 100-unit syringe, and it's measured in 5, 10, 15, so in 5 increments of 5 units, and then there are hash marks for each unit. So you can measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So you can measure specific down to a unit. Some people who are split dosing buy the pens that have half unit measurement so that they could do down to the half unit. I only had access to these 50 and 100 unit insulin syringes. It's what I had access to, and they were free, so that's what I was using. So consistently I did the test 3 more times, and every day, the second time around, every day I got exactly 7 units with each daily dose. Each daily dose, when measured in here, measured to right at 7 units. The third time I did it, I had 1 day that was 6 units and 13 days that were 7 units, and then the next time I did it, I had 2 days that were 6 and 1 day that was 7. Now, that could be user error. I could not have captured it all. Some of it may have, a drop or two may have spilled out, which is significant when you're trying to capture it this way. So I would say that using the NatPara pen, no matter what dosage you're on, I'm on 25 micrograms. Even if you're on 50, 75, or 100 micrograms, it's still the same amount of liquid that comes out. It's just more concentrated if you have a higher dose. So the pen is set to give 7 units with each dose. And the dose is measured, so when you turn your pen all the way to go, and then you hit click, I'm doing it this time because I got to prime the pen because I just filled it back up with water. Every time you click all the way to go, and then you do your dose, so no matter how much drug strength, no matter what drug strength you're on, you deliver 7 units. This is 7 units at 25 micrograms. If you're on 50, you would get 7 units, and there'd be 50 micrograms inside the syringe. If you were on 75, there'd be 75 micrograms of the drug in the 7 units. So there you go. So now that I've primed the pen, I'm going to measure at 4 clicks and at 5 clicks how many units I get. Now, by doing the math, if 7 units is 1 daily dose, and each click then should be 0.78 units. So at 4 clicks, I should measure 3.1 units. And at 5 clicks, I should measure 3.9 units. So as long as I'm almost at 4 and right at 3 every time I measure, then I'll know if I give myself 5 units in the morning, I'm getting 3.9 units. And if I do 4 clicks in the afternoon or evening, I should be getting about like 3.1, which would give you right at 7 units. 3.1 plus 3.9 equals 7. So now I'm going to measure 5 clicks and see how accurate it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clicks. And I've got a new clean dry syringe, taking the needle off. It's hard to get a needle inside of a little tiny hole. And then I'm going to inject the medicine. So 5 clicks, I should be right at 3 units. Let me get the air out. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. 3 units. A little, just a hair over 3, which is exactly where I want to be at 5 units. So do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the needle in. Inject the drug. Get the air out. And 1, 2, 3 and a hair more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get here to the top. So 1, 2, 3 and a hair more. If I had the half markings, it would be more accurate, that's for sure. All right, so now I'm going to do 4 just to see. And then I'm going to repeat the test numerous times off camera just to verify, but I don't want to waste time making videos of me doing the same thing over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks. And I just know from being in health professions that if you inject air into your skin, it's going to hurt. So I try to get the air bubble up to the top. There's always an air bubble. No matter what you do, there's going to be an air bubble inside the cartridge. But I like to try to make sure the air bubble is up here and not down at the needle, so that when I inject it into my thigh and click the button, I'm not injecting air into my skin, because that burns. There's 4 clicks. Four clicks is right at 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. It seems like it's a little low doing it this way. Maybe more accurate to draw it up. Just the whole reason why I'm doing this video is because I'm going to start split dosing. My doctor and I were discussing if it's more accurate to draw it up or to use the clicks on the needle. And it's right at 3. A little under 3. Just a hair under 3. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right at 3. So far I did, these were 5 clicks and they were just a hair over 3. And these were the 4 clicks and they were right at 3, which is consistent with what the math says. This should be 3.9, which, since I don't have half markings, this would just be over 3 on the little markings that I do have. And this would be right at 3 because it needs to be 3.1. So I'm going to keep repeating the test a few more times. I'll probably at least do it 3 more times, a whole cartridge 3 more times at 5 clicks, and then 3 cartridges at 4 clicks, just to make sure my measurements are consistent, so I can know which way I want to go. If I want to draw up 5 units in the morning, and then or sorry, 5 clicks worth in the morning, or if I want to do 5 clicks itself. I'm still struggling with what I want to do, and this is going to help me decide if just turning it 5 clicks measurement is consistent, then I'll probably just stick with using the pen, 5 clicks and then 4 clicks, which would give you 7 units, because you'd be getting almost 4 units in the morning and a hair over 3 units in the afternoon, which would equal to 7 units. So I will report back my findings.